The roaring 1990s all over again. Welcome to the March 18, 2024 Advanced Report for McGowan Group Wealth Management clients and NetWorthRadio.com listeners. Thank you for tuning in. The roaring 1990s all over again. I'm going to cover some parallels. You've heard AI mania, artificial intelligence super cycle, but there's a parallel to the 1990s. We could say PCs generally were invented in the 1980s, and by the time they figured out how to create networking with most people understanding how to use a PC, you had the roaring 1990s. So what I've got here is the S&P 500 from 1993 to 1999. This is arguably a great pattern, but it started with a couple of disruptions. 1994 was a tightening cycle. Economic growth had gone to 7% in the third quarter of 93. Fed tightened big, caused a little bear market here, but then boom, corporate profits took off with productivity and what we'll call the PC revolution as it took hold. And you can see right here, what was that? Right here is 1998, there's 1996. What happened right here? Alan Greenspan came out and said this rally is irrational exuberance. The Federal Reserve hates rallies because shiny, happy people make money, then they go buy new cars and they drive inflation. Anyway, he said it was irrational here. Well, clearly it wasn't that irrational because it went all the way to here before the tech wreck. And when we look at this cycle, the parallels of increased productivity, a breakthrough technology that is ubiquitously helping make good business decisions, that is the parallel for today's market. The S&P 500, and by the way, I'm Spencer McGowan, financial weatherman, president, McGowan Group Wealth Management. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe because what we're going to do is bring you the best advice that we give to our clients and help you make great decisions ahead. And this is the channel you want to go to when there are big disruptions in the financial markets. The disruption now is to the upside. 17 all-time new highs on the S&P 500 so far in 2024. So let's take it from there. The Dow's up 3.3%, S&P 500 is up 7.5%. The first part of that rally was driven by tech. Not so much this week. The tech stocks, represented by the QQQ, the NASDAQ 100, it's up 6%, S&P's up 7.5%. And what pulled ahead this week? We saw oil, see there's S&P at 7.5%. Oil actually extended the gains by the close Friday to a full 10%, the S&P 500 energy index. Now, part of that was driven, oil spiking back over $80. That says this rally is becoming much more broad. Tech stocks, led by Adobe, were down big on the final trading day of the week. Adobe fell 13% at a single day. Wow. And Apple's down 11% so far this year. But the rally's broad-based. Pharmaceuticals are leading the way, and of course, the energy complex. The pipelines are up 10% for the year as well, and they're paying nice dividends on top of that. That's a category that we've focused on here at YouTube McGowan Group for quite some time, and that's starting to come to fruition. Notice the broad-based rally is actually good news. Corporate profits up 8% in the most recent quarter over the year prior, and you'll start to see, I believe, more productivity growth in the months ahead. I'm Spencer McGowan, President, McGowan Group Wealth Management. Thank you for tuning in, and you can certainly reach us at NetWorthRadio.com. Set your time to come down, meet the team that cares. We serve affluent families right from the Crescent in Dallas. Thank you for tuning in today to Net Worth Media. We also have Apple Podcast. Simply type in Net Worth Radio and boom, it'll hit your phone right then. If you also go to networthradio.com on a browser, you're going to be able to meet the team. You can see our performance track record, the model portfolios that go with today's broadcast. Also at networthradio.com, the longer play podcast is available there as well. We're grateful that you've tuned in. Remember, when we talk about a security, it doesn't make it a recommendation for your portfolio until we actually complete a written plan for you by Zoom or in office or simply a conference call. So you reach us at networthradio.com if you want to get that arranged. Market fluctuations and how to handle them. We build high cash flow portfolios, and past performance doesn't guarantee future results, so you do have to be ready for challenging markets. We can build more cash flow during challenging markets than we can when everybody's happy and everything's up, which is when we tend to raise tactical safety. Those allocation strategies are here at networthradio.com. Thank you for tuning in.